She opens the weather app before she opens her eyes. She is not checking for sun. She is hoping for rain. When she sees the little gray cloud, something in her chest unlocks. She feels calm. She feels safe. She also feels a little bit guilty, because what kind of person hopes for a gray sky? Today, we find out. And the answer is not what you think. Meet Nora. She is 31 years old. She works in an office with big, bright windows. On sunny days, Nora feels a strange kind of pressure. The sky looks like a to-do list. It says go outside. It says be social. It says make the most of this. Her friends post pictures of parks and picnics. Nora sits at her desk and feels behind. Then the forecast changes. Rain is coming on Thursday, and Nora feels a small, quiet joy. She does not tell anyone this. It feels wrong to say out loud. On Thursday, the rain arrives. Nora makes tea and sits by the window. She plays the sad songs she has loved since she was 17. The room goes soft and gray. Her shoulders drop. For the first time all week, she is not late for anything. Nobody expects anything from her. The whole world seems to have called in sick. And here is the strange part. Nora is not sad in the way we usually mean sad. She feels tender. She feels open. She feels like herself. But that night, a worry creeps in. She types a question into her phone. Why do I want to feel this way? Is something wrong with me? Nora is not broken. She is also not alone. Millions of people feel calmer when the sky turns gray. Millions of people pick the sad playlist on purpose. There are real reasons for this. Your brain is doing something clever. It is using the weather to get a need met. It is a need you have probably never named. Today we are going to name it. We will look at 4 reasons melancholy can feel like a warm blanket. Then we will look at the line between resting in the gray and hiding in it. Reason 1, the permission slip. Think about a snow day when you were a kid. School was closed, and it was not your fault. That is the magic. You did not choose to stop. The world chose for you. Rain does the same thing to adults. It quietly cancels things. The picnic is off, the walk is off, the plan is off, and nobody blames you. Many of us cannot rest without permission. We can rest when we are sick. We can rest when the power goes out. But on a bright Saturday, rest feels like a crime. There is a voice inside that says you should be doing more. That voice is exhausting. It keeps your body slightly braced all day long. Even on the couch, you are never really off. Rain silences that voice. It hands you a note. The note says, not today, and it is not your fault. So the comfort is not really about water, it is about permission. Your body finally believes it is allowed to stop. Ask yourself something honest. When did you last rest without needing an excuse? Reason 2, the safe danger rule. Picture yourself under a blanket. Thunder rolls outside. Rain hits the glass hard. You feel cozy. Now picture that same storm while you stand at a bus stop with no coat. Not cozy at all. Same storm, different feeling. Why? Your brain runs a threat system. It scans the world for danger all day long. When a storm hits the window, that threat system wakes up. It sees danger out there. Then it checks your body. Warm, dry, safe. Now 2 signals are running at once. Danger and safety. And safety wins. That is the moment you feel it. That deep, settled, protected feeling. You cannot feel sheltered unless there is something to be sheltered from. Researchers have a name for this. They call it benign masochism. It means enjoying a small, safe dose of something unpleasant. It explains a lot. Spicy food that burns, but you keep eating. Scary movies from the safety of your sofa. Sad songs that make your eyes sting. The rain is a threat you get to watch from the inside. That contrast is what makes the blanket feel so good. Reason 3. The steady sound shield. Your alarm system does not really react to sound. It reacts to change. A sudden bang makes you jump. A slamming door makes you turn around. But a fan running all night? You stop hearing it completely. Rain is one long, steady, even sound. It has no sudden start and no sudden end. So your brain checks it once. It files it under harmless. Then it stops looking. Even better, rain covers other sounds. Traffic, voices, footsteps upstairs, a dog barking 2 streets away. All those unpredictable noises get buried under one predictable one. Your alarm system finally has nothing to do, so it sits down. Light matters too. On a gray day, there is simply less to look at. The colors go soft, the shadows go quiet. Bright light also tells your body to stay alert and awake. Dim light does the opposite. It nudges you towards slow and sleepy. So the world does not just get wetter, it gets quieter, softer, and dimmer. For a nervous system that is tired of scanning, that is a holiday. Rain does not add comfort. Rain removes noise. Reason 4, the mirror effect. Here is something people rarely admit out loud. Sometimes we do not want to be cheered up. We want to be matched. Imagine you are heartbroken. A friend arrives smiling, playing loud, happy music. It does not help. It makes you feel more alone. Now imagine a different friend. She sits beside you and says nothing at all. She lets the room stay heavy. Somehow, that helps. Sad songs work the same way. Gray skies work the same way. When your inside feels heavy and the outside feels bright, there is a gap. That gap is lonely. You have to perform. You have to pretend you are fine. But when the sky is heavy too, the gap closes. The world agrees with you. Nothing needs explaining. Sad music also gives you company with no cost. Someone else felt this. Someone else wrote it down. And they never ask you for anything back. There is one more piece. Gray weather is a powerful trigger for nostalgia. Old memories float up. Old winters. Old kitchens. Old people you loved. Nostalgia feels bittersweet. But researchers have found it usually leaves people feeling more connected, not less. So melancholy is not always the opposite of comfort. Sometimes melancholy is the door you walk through to reach it. Now the honest part. There is a line here, and it is thin. On one side is reflection. You sit with the feeling. You learn something. You get up softer than before. On the other side is rumination. You circle the same thought again and again. Nothing new arrives. You get up heavier than before. Reflection is a visit. Rumination is a home. Watch for a few signs. You cancel plans you actually wanted. You feel let down when the sun comes back. The gray stops being a rest and starts being a hiding place. And if a low mood is there almost every day for 2 weeks or more, please tell someone. A doctor or a therapist can help. That is not weakness. That is maintenance. So how do we keep the comfort without falling in? 4 steps. Step 1. Name the need under the weather. The rain is not the need. The rain is only the delivery van. Underneath it is something much simpler. Rest, quiet, permission, or the feeling of being understood without speaking. Most people never name it, so they sit and wait for the sky to hand it over. That means your peace depends on a cloud. That is a fragile system. Here is your action today. Finish this sentence in writing. When it rains, I finally let myself blank. Write the first honest answer. Do not edit it. Maybe it is, I finally let myself do nothing. Maybe it is, I finally let myself feel sad. Whatever it is, you just found the real need. Now you can meet it on purpose. Step 2. Build a gray hour without the rain. If rain gives you the right conditions, you can build those conditions yourself. Pick 45 minutes. Close the curtains halfway. Turn on one lamp instead of the big light. Put on steady sound. Rain audio works well. So does a fan. Put your phone face down in another room. Make something warm to drink. Now the key rule. Nothing you do in this hour has to produce anything. No cleaning, no planning, no being useful. That is the entire point. Your action today is small. Open your calendar right now. Add 45 minutes to tomorrow. Name it gray hour. It will feel silly. Do it anyway. You are teaching your body that rest does not require bad weather. Step 3. Use the 2-question test. The sad playlist is not your enemy. Losing 3 hours inside it can be. So set a timer. 20 minutes. Let yourself sink all the way in. Feel it fully. When the timer goes off, ask 2 questions. Question 1. Am I learning something or am I just circling? Question 2. Do I feel softer or do I feel heavier? If you feel softer, stay. That is reflection, and it is doing its job. If you feel heavier, change one input. Stand up, open a window, drink cold water, step outside for 2 minutes, even in the rain. Your action today is easy. Set that timer the next time you reach for a sad song. Step 4. Let someone in on the gray. Melancholy feels safe because it asks nothing from anybody. That is exactly why it is comfortable. It is also why it is lonely. Many people who love rainy days are tired of being the strong one. The gray is the only place they are allowed to be soft. But being soft alone is only half the medicine. Being soft near someone is the other half. You do not need a big conversation. Start with the smallest possible signal. Your action today is one text. Send one person a single line. Try this. Rainy day brain today. Nothing needed, just saying hi. You are not asking to be rescued. You are letting one person know you are still in there. And let me be clear about one thing. The goal is not to stop loving rain. Loving rain is not a problem. The goal is to stop needing the sky's permission to be a person who rests. 2 months later, Nora still checks the weather. She still smiles at the little gray cloud, but something changed. On a bright Tuesday afternoon, she closed her curtains halfway. She made her tea. She played the old songs. She gave herself the gray hour, in the middle of the sunshine. Then she sent her friend one line. Feeling quiet today. Nothing needed. Her friend wrote back 2 words. Me too. So here is my message to you. If you love the rain, nothing is wrong with you. Your body is asking for shelter, softness, and permission. You are allowed to give yourself all 3 on any day you choose. If this helped, send it to someone who lights up on gray mornings. And I will see you in the next one.